Hi, loves, welcome back. Take a moment to settle in, soften your breath, and just become aware of where you are right now. This is a space for quiet reflection, for listening, not forcing. So just take what resonates with your heart and leave the rest for someone else. And if you've been praying or holding something within you that you've been asking for clarity on, trust that what comes through here may be part of that answer. We're going to move through this slowly, letting each message unfold in its own time. Starting with the first card, allow your emotions to flow. This message is very gentle, but very honest. It speaks about not clinging to what you feel, because emotions are like water. They are meant to move. And there's something here about you possibly holding on to a feeling, trying to understand it, control it, or even push it away. But the spirit isn't asking you to fix what you feel. It's asking you to allow it. There's a reminder here that emotions don't need to be judged to be valid. They don't need to be explained to be real. They simply need space. And when you give them that space, they begin to move naturally. And then underneath that, we have love. This clarifier brings in a deeper layer because it speaks about opening your heart, being ready to receive, and allowing love to exist in a balanced, healthy way. But what stands out here is this: your ability to give and receive love is directly connected to your ability to feel. When you suppress emotions, you don't just block pain, you also block connection, softness, openness. So when these come together, the message becomes very clear. You are being guided to allow your emotions, not so they overwhelm you, but so they can clear you. Because as they move, they make space for something more open, more balanced, more aligned within your heart. The second card, positive shift in mindset. This speaks about a turning point, a moment where you begin to see something differently. It's not about ignoring reality, it's about choosing a perspective that allows growth instead of keeping you stuck. There's something here about where your thoughts have been sitting and how that has been shaping your experience. And underneath that, when something dies, something within you awakens. This is a very profound clarifier because it speaks about endings, not as loss, but as transformation. Something is closing, shifting, or no longer holding the same energy it once did. And while that can feel uncomfortable, it is also creating space. Space for something new to emerge, something you may not fully see yet. So when these come together, the message deepens. This shift in mindset isn't random. It's happening because something is ending or evolving within you. And the Holy Spirit is guiding you to see this not as something being taken away, but as something being cleared. What feels like loss may actually be preparation. And the way you choose to see this moment will shape how you move through it. The third card, you are allowed to take up space. This message is very direct, but very grounding. It speaks to your presence, your right to exist fully, without shrinking, without minimizing, without questioning whether you belong. It says your presence is powerful, that you were placed in this moment intentionally. And there's something here about you possibly holding back, softening yourself, making yourself smaller, or second-guessing your place. And underneath that, we have live with lightness. This brings in a softer energy. It speaks about releasing what you cannot resolve right now, trusting that things will fall into place in their own time, and not carrying more than you need to in this moment. So when these come together, the message becomes very balanced. You are allowed to take up space, but not by carrying weight that was never yours to hold. You don't need to prove your worth through pressure, overthinking, or heaviness. There is a different way to exist here, one that is both present and light. And when you release what you're trying to control, you naturally begin to step into your space more fully. The fourth card, live more. This speaks about presence, about being fully immersed in the moment you are in, giving your attention to what is here instead of constantly reaching for what's next. There's something here about your energy being pulled in different directions, possibly living in the future or replaying the past, and missing what is actually available right now. And underneath that, self-care. This is a grounding reminder. It speaks about pacing yourself, understanding your needs, and recognizing that even dedication requires balance. That without care, you burn out. So when these come together, the message becomes very real. Living more doesn't mean doing more. It means being present enough to recognize what you need and honoring that. It means allowing yourself to exist in the moment without constantly pushing beyond your limits. Because true presence includes yourself, your energy, your capacity, your well-being. And finally, focus. This card brings everything into clarity. It speaks about where you place your attention and how that directly shapes your experience. What you focus on grows. What you give your energy to expands. And there's something here about gently shifting your focus, not toward what you fear losing, but toward what you want to create. And underneath that, self-worth. This is the foundation. It speaks about knowing that you are already worthy, that you do not need to earn what you desire, that what is meant for you does not require you to prove yourself first. So when these come together, the message becomes very powerful. Where your focus goes is often a reflection of how you see yourself. If your focus is on lack, fear, or doubt, it may be tied to a deeper question of worth. But when you begin to recognize that you are already worthy, your focus naturally shifts toward possibility, toward alignment, toward what is meant for you. When we step back and take in the full message, this is about returning to yourself, allowing your emotions, shifting your perspective, releasing what is ending, taking up space without pressure, being present without overextending, and choosing where your energy goes from a place of worth, not fear. There is no urgency here, only awareness. And the more you allow yourself to be with what is, the more everything begins to align naturally. If this message resonated with you or felt like it met you exactly where you are, go ahead and like this video so it can reach someone else who may need this same reflection. And if you feel called to stay in this space, subscribe for more messages like this. Because if this found you, there's a reason for that.